Ziggity Zig showing you some more oxygen not included. I switched over to a game where I haven't quite failed yet. We're on cycle 30 and everyone's apparently on low sleep. And here's how the gas is going in this one. This is, I haven't really named everyone. I've got a total of 7, 8, 9. Man, I've got 9 duplicates in here, but I've got a coal generator down at the bottom. I've got, let me show you some of my pipes. I'm bringing, I think this is regular water is being pumped up, but it's being filtered out just in case there's any non-good water down here, because yeah, there's a little bit of contaminated water down here, and then there's a little bit of contaminated water got up here into this water supply. So this, if you didn't watch my first playthrough, this is a cool little 2D base management game where I'm just trying to keep everybody essentially alive. Grungy is interrupted sleep, dirty hands, grimy, stressed. Why is everyone so stressed? I need to give this one to, yeah, massage table. You already own that one, so why aren't you on the massage table? Who's next? Dan. Dan, man. Okay. So Dan and Grungy are already set to be looking at some of these things. What is my research at the moment? Infusion, medbay. So I need 2 more blues and a bunch more green. So, ow, what's wrong? Ugh, right, I need to re-click on everything all again. 2 more blues and then we're set. Where's my food production? I need to get some more mush bars because down here, select a recipe to fabricate. What does that say? Insufficient resources, mush bar. So you're bringing the mush bar down here. I can now finally create some slightly better food. What am I out of? Am I out of algae? Very much out of algae. There's some right there. So the question is, how do you get that slightly unavailable algae? There's a bunch of it over here as well, but I don't really want to break into all this carbon dioxide because, I mean, the gas is everywhere. Everyone's pretty happy up in this direction, but there's a little bit of algae up over here. I had some dudes that kept getting stuck down here at the bottom, and in fact what I'd like to do is get all this contaminated water down into the one place and then start dealing with maybe gutting out some of this algae. So I think what I want to do here is, and this is the contaminated water that I eventually want to filter out and put back up here. But for now, I think, can I get any of this done? What's my report say? Am I... Ooh, I'm really not generating enough oxygen at all, so how do we start making more oxygen? I have algae terrarium, oxygen in use of water. I need something that pushes... It pushes oxygen into the air, but sadly I don't seem to have much of that. Now this carbon dioxide air scrubber is... Who is stress vomiting? Don't tell me these things. Who stress vomited? Oh, it's you idiots? You stress vomited just before you started getting a massage? Thanks. That's really awesome, guys. Oh, man. Oh, well, I mean, honestly, is that the worst thing in the world? No. I really could use getting this algae, but I don't want to break it into all of this carbon dioxide, because that would suck a bunch. So, what do I want to do here? I want to get that. And this. And to be honest... those, but I don't think I can reach those. I can't reach that. Not without some other form of getting up there. So next, let's do this and that. So we'll get some algae in that way, shape, and form. I'm alright with that. Everyone's... Whoa! Yeah, where is all this coming from? Does this pour... I never seem to be watching when that happens, but I seem to get a lot of water that just blurbs down here, and it either splashes over there or fills up right here. I don't understand where all this contaminated water seems to be coming from. I feel like it's pouring down this ladder. So do I want to have... Maybe the centralized ladder wasn't the best idea. So, yeah, this is what comes down to me figuring out what I might want to do on a next playthrough. That is work pending, so you're still trying to figure out how to do that. Research center is idle, I know, but honestly, the main thing here is we want to keep everyone alive. What's your problem? Stepped in contaminated water. Yes, I know. So it is pretty bad. These are using filtration medium, and they are trying to scrub out some of this contaminated air, but the problem is that I need a lot more contaminated water. So, how do I do that? I feel like the best and only thing to do here is to pump and filter a bunch of stuff in here. How big was that thing? That's my air scrubber. Where's my water filter? Filterer, which is scrub. Aha! No, that's the biodistiller. I have a thing here that's taking contaminated water. Oh, I got rid of it. Refinement? Water purifier. That's the one. That purifies the water. So I need to start purifying a bunch of water and popping it back in over here. I am theoretically already doing that. Food shortage, that's terrible. Where are my food shortage? Wait. Where's my mush bars? Is anyone working on the stuff I told you to work on before? Because we're low on algae. These algae seem to be doing okay. Do I have any food? No, it doesn't seem so. This guy's coming down here, and he's going to start digging that. I feel like I should probably cancel that for now, because I want to work on this and start insufficient oxygen generation. Yeah, I know. But if we start getting a lot more good water in here from all of this bad water, I feel like that could be a really good step. Except I don't really have anything in my surrounding areas. If you look around here, I mean, there is some oxygen up there. Everything else is chlorine, contaminated oxygen, contaminated water, chlorine, bleached stone. There's a bunch of hydrogen down there, which would be good for power if it didn't lead to crazy heat. My heat is surprisingly okay. 31 degrees is kind of the worst. Really like this to start happening. But honestly, it's probably best if they try to make themselves some food. Calorie generation. I'm making enough calories. It's the oxygen that we're losing. So I need to start being able to generate a bunch of oxygen. So I need to start making a whole bunch of water and purifying that water. So I'm pumping out this stuff. And there's not really a whole lot left of this water down here, so if I take a look at my pipes. Wait, what's this? That's an air scrubber. It could be putting the non-purified stuff in there. Crap. Because I set this filter up so that if some contaminated water comes up here, it will at least get filtered out in this direction, but now the contaminated water could get in here into the air scrubber. That's not good. But, yeah, I guess we're also hoping to see some exciting things out of this little closet over here. I want to see something, see some action, but, ooh. Okay, well, there's algae there. But if I get that algae, then it's entirely possible that all of this carbon dioxide will come in and ruin me. And then here's a dude down here that I don't really care for. Is everyone going to sleep? Does anyone have interrupted sleep? I am going to mop. Why are we... Is anyone still stress vomiting? Are there things happening here? Still a bunch of nonsense up there. You're eating in the middle of the night. What's your deal? You're not even a narcoleptic or a night owl. You're just being annoying. There's two dudes who aren't asleep. Grungy is back up to 84%. Marie is up to 70% stressed. They start doing crazy wacky things at 100%, but there's bottled contaminated water. I did tell you to sweep that. Cancel sweeping. Disease-infested water not fit for consumption. So, where do I put that? I don't have enough algae to keep making more of this, more of these algae terrariums, which sucks. So, really the only thing that I can make is an electrolyzer. So I'm going to try to make an electrolyzer and a water filter from over here. Oh, no, wait, I can just put one up here. Yeah, I feel like, well, it'll produce oxygen from water. So if we pump it through here and then whatever does not go into the oxidizer goes down here. So yeah, I'll pop it right there, but that means all the oxygen will move upwards. Kind of F's everybody down here, but I'll take care of them later. Don't worry about that just yet. Insufficient oxygen generation. Don't I know it? So, you know, I think it might be... Ooh, I almost was going to prioritize, but look at you! Coming over here and helping me out. Someone was always saying that these guys are capable of building all these crazy things, but whoa, this is bad. Look at... Yeah, I am losing an awful lot of oxygen here. Medical rejuvenator greatly accelerates the rejuvenation of a wounded duplicate's health. What's an apothecary? Does anyone have a disease? I don't think anyone's got a disease. What's in my research? I can make interior design or insulation. I mean, let's do interior design. Might as well, it'll be fast. I believe my shower's still working. Yep, shower and bathroom, still working. Nobody seems to be needing them right now, even though everyone's complaining perpetually of grimy hands. There's someone having a shower. Good. Keep at it. So this one is slowly spewing... This is all the contaminated water, is slowly spewing down here to fill up this little contaminated water area. Oh. Okay, I don't understand this at all. I don't get why there seems to be a perpetual mess. Is it everyone's stressed out? Holy crap. Does someone keep puking up here? Is that what's going on? I feel like I need to build stairs, because I'm spending way too much time cleaning up everyone's puke. More. Because, you know, if we can ever make enough food... Aha! Alright, alright. Oh, what did you want to build? Mesh tile. Gas permeable tile. Bam. And to be honest, I can probably get that all the way across there. So then I can pick up some of these algae blocks. Yas. And upon the algae blocks, so I've been digging into this. There's igneous rock, there's coal. Ooh. How is my coal? I have a silly amount of coal. Guys, clean some of this up, will you? Contaminated water just all over the place. And you! What is in here? There's 0 dirt. Consumable ore. Some down here is still making a big fart noise. Yeah, this one, this bubble. Feels like there's something in here being pretty contaminated. Research center idle. Yeah, that's because I'm only making green right now. 29 kilograms, so I didn't lose... I lost a lot of calories, but I didn't lose too much oxygen. That's pretty sweet. Power is somehow keeping itself in equilibrium, which I'm great with. Total stress has decreased by 8%, which is nice, but look at all this carbon dioxide. Where is this coming from? Is it coming from this water? Water seems to... Yeah, 3.3 grams. Not good. What's going on? Skill increase. Everybody's skilling up. Everybody's working for the weekend. Yeah, what was our Tuesday games before? This is actually me introducing this as a Tuesday series, mostly because I'm going to be out next week, so I just need to throw up some cool stuff. And I've been, playing the hell out of this game. I love it. I absolutely love it. I've been talking about it perpetually with Robot Jeff, who is a part of the XCOM 2 playthrough right now. He hasn't died yet. Spoilers from yesterday's episode if you're only watching these strange one-at-a-timer series and nothing else. Do I want to wall this yet? I feel like no. But at the same time, I feel like yeah. I mean, honestly, I want to open this up. So, can I prioritize? I want to 6ify this. And see if they dig that a little bit faster. Low on... Who's lashing out? Who? Don't damage my... Oh, great, it's Marie. She's only at 82. Grungy is way higher than that. And what's his problem? For real. Stepped in contaminated water. Yeah, I know. Stats. Assigned... Bed cot. Should I start taking care of, like, I don't know, rolls for everybody? Because if that's one thing, atmospheric pressure is too low. Yeah. Yeah, you may have an interesting point there. I wish I had a space monster. Sometimes you have space monsters over here. Also, the beginning of this game, I mean, this is me skipping to, like, you know, day 25, because the beginning of the game is pretty boring. Things go really, really well until suddenly they don't. Are all my storage units full? Didn't I build some more? I did. Yeah, don't put anything in them yet. How are you guys doing? You are barely breathing. You can't find the air. Don't know who you're kidding, imagining you care. Contaminated oxygen. Who's lashing out now? Was that the same lashing out as before? I hope not. It's okay. I'm still making mush bars. Guys, we're fine. We're perfectly fine. Someone's taking a shower. I hope you're lashing out in that way, shape, and form. Nothing going on up there, but that's mostly because I've prioritized this with all of the contaminated oxygen. Yeah. Filtering contaminated oxygen out of the air. Well, I mean, honestly, this is going to become an issue very soon. Do I have... What kind of tiles do I have? Gas permeable. Flow of liquid. Blocks liquid. Mesh. Does not obstruct the flow of liquid or gas. Insulated tile. So I can stop... Yeah, for reals. I think I probably need to build a tile here to let pipes go through. But I don't want all of fertilizer making no water purifier. Can I... So that's the intake. Why can't I switch you? Really want to switch that around. Make it out of copper or gold. Yeah, make it out of copper. Fine. So it's got to go in the top and out the bottom. That's sort of irritating. And then the next thing I need to do is build a damn pump down here, which isn't really what I want to do. I think I can put it there. And then the pipe, you're going to be made of this. And go in there to the intake. And you're going to come out here to the outtake. Meantime, power. I need some electrical wires down here in a hurry. What is blinking at me? Is that... Do I have a new duplicant or something? Because I don't really care. Oh dear, it sounds like it. No? Oh, no, it's nighttime. Do I know the noises in this game or what? So we're probably not far from complete and total chaos and disaster. Stress 90. 97! Oh, man, I did not take care of this soon enough. I mean, I am trying to filter everything out, but the problem, pump not in liquid. Yeah, don't I know it. So that's not pumping any fresh water anymore, which means that that's not pumping into the air scrubber anymore. Which means that I don't... Yeah, I was too late getting this set up. Is the biggest problem. You're gonna come at this, which is great. I need you to tile that. And, yeah, you guys let me know if you're gonna freak out and start killing each other or something. Wouldn't want that to happen. How we doing? Need more green. Research complete. Lovely. You're trying to make this, which is fun. Food shortage is, you know, bad. Water purifier. No intake, empty pipe, no power, no liquid output. Well, it's kind of waiting on the rest of the blueprints, to be honest. So, once we get, hopefully, a couple of blueprints there. Hey, look, algae. Organic? I've got some algae still. Pop some algae in there. I mean, it's just sitting around here doing nothing. Look at all this algae that I should be collecting. Start building some crazy floors over here. Delivered, did you just make obsidian tiles? I mean, it's not like I'm out of obsidian or anything like that, but it seems that sand is the big thing that I don't have. Filtration medium, I have lots of sand still, but it is indeed only cycle 33. Ooh. What's happening? Oh, everything's dying and falling down here. Okay, well, I mean, theoretically I should have a little bit of algae. Broken. Oh. Alright. So these are pumping this out again. So really, if I just keep getting a little bit of algae, who's destroying something? Why is it always the battery? Repair. I need those. Those are handy. There's so much algae up here, but there's also so much carbon dioxide. And I won't really know what to do. Let's fix this ladder, because otherwise it's going to drip. It's going to bug me. Research center idle. I know, but we're just sort of waiting on some of the other stuff here. Pipes, pumps, power wires. You do a lot of waiting around here every now and then, but here we go. Harvest. Give me some of that. You aren't, because, oh yeah, 63, barely breathable. I have very, very low oxygen over here. It's kind of breathable in that areas, but I have made some I mean, it's 1,000 up here. That's pretty sweet. 22. What if I planted a bunch of plant boxes over here? Because this seems to be a nice spot to be. Who's... Oh, Gabriel. What are you doing? That's grungy. Can I assign this to Gabriel? And, you know, the heck with Dan? Tiny battery. So he's angry. Aren't you the one who destroyed it? I really don't feel like having more people is going to solve any of these problems. It's mildly stressful, but it's still an extremely fun game. I need the algae. I literally need the algae. So all the carbon dioxide is going to fall through there. That's what's going to happen. And it's going to pour there, and it's going to pour down here, and it's going to land down here somewhere. This is actually doing remarkably well. But what do you need? Water. And I'm almost out of water. I need this filtration set up nowish. But some of the big problems have yet to actually raise their ugly heads. What are these? Bristle bear, bristle blossom, muckroot. None of that seems to be handy. This feels a little doomed. I'd like to try to see if I can get this going, but really, unless you start filtering everything right away, I feel like you start to run out of things really quick. And maybe it comes down to, oh, you're still delivering sand to all of these, because you're filtering out resources low on algae. Oh, man. I mean, while you're filtering things out, what is it filtering? Using contaminated oxygen. 43 per second, emitting oxygen. So it's not increasing pressure in any way, shape, or form. The only thing increasing pressure is one of these. There's the stress vomiting. Great. And then it pours down here. And it slowly makes its way down in that direction. Light wounds. Who's got some light wounds? Hey, are you actually delivering stuff and taking care of this? Look at you guys, you're finally doing it. You know what? Just for that, I'm not going to clean up the puke. Research center idle. Choose a duplicant. Reject all. Nope. Don't want you. Do not want. Still want a little bit more research, I think. Some power, some pipes. I mean, it's going. It's kind of going. No one can breathe down here, so slowly delivering a little bit of sandstone. Oh, right, because we got to get all of the pipes down here as well. So pipes and electricity down in this direction, but will it happen before I stress vomit myself to death? I don't know the answer to that question. But we're getting, an awful lot of... I mean, that's just water, so... To be honest, it's the tidying up of things that's usually taking the most amount of time. Yeah, it's the stress vomiting up here that's causing problems. Ugh. Do I just get this algae? Like, honestly, do I just get it? And get this algae, that algae, that algae. And the next thing I need to do is make my way up there and get this algae. Lashing out. I'm kind of happy that they keep busting that. I mean, it's cool. It's whatever. It's not the worst thing in the world. No power, no liquid output. Working on it. People still stress vomiting. Good. Keep it up. Tiny broken is battery. No fabrications. Could probably use some food. But really, it's coming down to what we're doing down here. I mean, this will eventually happen, and then I will wonder why I have so much carbon dioxide again. But, oh, I could have put the power in the damn tiles. Because the decor, we haven't looked at the decor in forever, but it's up here somewhere. How's my decor? Everyone hates everything. Total decor. -4. I don't think that's everyone's problem. I mean, everyone's like 93, 94, pretty stressed, but it's all good. Oh, good, it's nighttime. Okay, well, let's have a look at yesterday's, because cycle 33, we're still down on oxygen generation. We're not power wasted. We wasted as much... What? Power usage and removed. Net. So we're We have spare power, but we're wasting some. Oh, well, that's because we keep breaking all the batteries. Yeah, that's the main problem there. What we have decor, we have blank canvas, sculpting block, flower vase. Cool! We have furniture, we have ceiling lamp. Reduces stress by providing light. Mess table. Reduces stress. Automatically eat at their assigned... How much... Oh, man. Does everyone get their own table? I think there's only one thing left to research. I have completed endgame. Look at me go. Can you guys wake up and finish this? Because I really want to make this work. The next thing I actually am going to need, I'm going to need a liquid vent right about... yup. I should need one right about here. Or... yeah, that should do. And then a liquid pipe... like that. That'll do. I mean, I can't be bothered making tile... everything running under all the tile flooring right now. I haven't had to use this in a while, which is good, so evidently coal generation is going fine. Nope, we're effectively out of power. Great. How's my coal? Consumable ore? 3,000. That's good. You're still complaining about the liquid vent not working, but everything is still pumping. The big problem is that the liquid pump down here, this isn't taking any water. I mean, I can filter that out, but realistically what's happening here is I'm getting a bunch of not... whoa, holy, whoa. Okay, everyone's really stressed. Marie is 100% stressed. Oh, you're all picking up... what kind of bottled water? How about if you all stop drowning in the hallways? Yeah, this is this contaminated water, but on the bright side, I've managed to pump the water out here, and whenever it finds contaminated water, it pumps it down there, into where the contaminated water is supposed to be slowly collecting, which is great. It's down here. Thousands of gallons of it. Still got no power, still got no anything. I almost feel like this is pretty much it for this base. If I'm going to continue this, I may try to start another new one, but, you know, we'll see how that goes. And then meantime, yeah, we're switching over a couple new things. I was going to try to play a bit more River City Ransom Underground. The WoW Project 1380 or 1320 has not been back in a while just because I don't know. The concept of watching me play WoW does not really seem all that entertaining, so I stream it every now and then, but mostly I just want to finish the project and be done with it, so getting there is half the fun, doesn't seem to fully apply. We'll continue it to the end of the cycle, and then there's some stress vomiting right there. Thank you, that's lovely. People breaking things, people stress vomiting, you're breaking the algae eater. No one's working on this, which is almost done. So you know what, people? You know what? I think it's time to delete the game. Oh wait. When you hit escape, it takes it a sweet-ass time to get back here to the main menu. Yes, I'm sure all progress will be lost. New game. What's load game? Delete. Delete. Whoa, there's a lot here. Well, let's just hit new game. We'll hit new game and see what we got that we're gonna peek into in the next part, because honestly, yeah, I haven't streamed or haven't shown any videos. I've done a little bit of live streaming of the early game, but here it is. Oh, actually, this is us getting our stuff. Scaredy cat, afraid of violence. That's perfect. Twinkle toes, light as a feather, athletics, great. Decor. Oh man, decor expectation is very high. That's not good. Minus athletics, plus 6 strength. Learning, mouth breather. You take way too much oxygen. Yokel, can't do research. Flatulence, rather not. Mouth breather, nope. Narcoleptic is okay. Decor expectation 10, that's good. Mole hands. Anemic. Low athletics. I think I need to shuffle this guy with a high decor expectation. See if I can get something else. Opposite of athletic. He has strength, naturally robust. Most common illnesses. The not so anti-gravity dwelling. Well, let's see. AG House 2.0. Because this Jasper's gonna be Mo. Zeke is gonna be Griff. And Stinky, sorry, Vic. I'm just kind of going by haircuts here, because, you know, Griff has blonde hair like that. Vic's got a crazy ginger sideburns, and Mo is black. So, perfect, right? We'll look back and see what we got. Here is the Powsing. I do love me some oxalite. Your crew has awoken miles beneath the surface. Might be best to start digging. I'm going to pause right away. And then, let's see, there's water right over there. Our next water is over there. There's a number of bits of water around, which is pretty sweet. That's a vacuum. That's a vacuum. Oxygen. Oxygen. So the available oxygen is actually not all that bad. And there's hydrogen. That'll get us to some cool stuff later. But see, the gas pressure, we have very breathable air here. But we're going to save. And then we're going to get out of here. Leave me a comment down below. Send me an email, ziggityzig@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter at ziggityzig. Stay tuned.